Good morning. Now, this is Portia from Oils and Wellness. In case you don't know me and you're new to my channel, I'm talking about releasing emotional patterns with essential oils. I'm going through my book, and today we're talking about uh, discovering the emotion. And that's going to be a difficult one because I have to switch back and forth in my book to do things, but see if we can get through this together. The first thing it says is there are numerous ways of identifying the emotion or emotions. Since they are interrelated, you may use any one or several because they will be overlapping. Use your entire point that is most prominent at the time. Now, this is something I'm trying to learn. So if I'm wrong, I'm trying, you know. I'm just going to go through it, trial and error, until I learn it. And then when I learn it, I can be smoother at it. I mean, everybody has to have a learning point, right? Number 1 says identify the emotion. Go to the emotion reference and find the emotion. So there's, in the book here, is emotion reference. I already have it marked here. Try to make it a little bit faster. There's emotions in the book. I'll just read through it here. Like abandonment, if you feel abandoned, abundance, abuse, acceptance, addiction, adrenal exhaustion, aggression, agitated, alone, being alone, aloneness, aloof, ambivalence, and anger. That's just the first page. I'm not going through all of them, but that's just the first page. So let's pick out an emotion. Anger was what we were talking about yesterday, so I'm going to pick anger. And then it says, determine the area of pain, pressure, or discomfort in the body. Each person is different, so where your pain is. Okay. Then refer to the charts for the body alarm points. So let me see if I can find the body alarm points. Anger, C, D, G, and H. Let's see what that is. Body alarm points here. That's oil references. Work with me, work with me. Oh, is that it? Body alarm points? Okay. And what did it say? C, D, G, and H. C, D, G, and H. I'm looking. Well, there's a bunch of pages on here. Well, like I said, I'm learning. And C, D, G, and H. There's C, G, H, and E. Okay, let's just pick one. Let's just say, where was I at? D, for instance, the top of the page. D is accessory spleen, 1 inch interior to spleen, anterior to spleen. So your spleen is right in between your boobs, but it's the little bitty piece of, I'm going to say wood, of bone on your chest bone where you, when they measure 2 fingers before they do CPR, right there. And you don't want to press down on that because if you break it, you can really hurt yourself. That's why you have to be unconscious when you push on that. But the spleen, and then accessory spleen is what is that it says. I'm not gonna be able to do much on talking about this because I don't understand it. So I'm gonna skip that and go on to the next part, which is points of connections. Knowing your dominant traits will help you determine which oils will consistently benefit you. Dominant traits are the points of connection and will lead you to your greatest area of imbalance. There are 4 traits: mental, emotional, physical, and spiritual, 2 of which will be stronger or dominant. Everyone has a strong connection with either their mind, mental, or feelings, emotional. And there are also stronger connections between the spiritual, intuitive, or physical aspects. The strongest ones are the ones that seem the most real. They're the ones that feel the most comfortable. The other 2 are present to the greater or lesser degree. How well you have integrated them to determine how familiar they feel to you. And then the dominant trait combinations. I'm going to read that part, and then that's probably going to be it for today. I'm sorry about that first part. I just didn't understand it, and I need to actually go through it or have someone show me that's been through it, because I can't figure it out, and it's confusing. So until I do that, I'm sorry I can't help you with that part. You are born with 2 dominant or strongest traits. And those traits again were spiritual, emotional, mental, and physical. The challenge is to strengthen, integrate, and balance the other 2 with your dominant traits. Once you have identified your dominant traits, look at how they are being expressed in your life. Is there one that is overactive and needs to be relaxed? Or is there a weak one that needs to be strengthened? A dominant trait can be overactive, meaning it needs to be relaxed, calmed down, or sedated. Sometimes the complementary trait needs to be strengthened or stimulated. The words and questions of the following 2 pages are included to help you determine your dominant traits or points of connection. Points of connections are the means that you identify with most. The goal is to connect with and integrate the opposite points. The more you have done to develop your resistant trait, the harder it is to distinguish your strongest tendency. Your strongest tendency. If you have integrated your opposite side, remember back to the time before you made your decision to develop your recessive trait. I never made that decision, so I can't remember back. To determine your points of connection, honestly look at yourself with both the words and statements. Select the set and that relates to your basic nature. Answer according to your feelings, not what you're were taught. Remember, one is not better than the other. Then they have the list here that I will do that tomorrow. I'm going to try to study this so I'd be able to explain it easier, because it's way over my head. This book is going to take, I'm going to have someone sit down and teach me. So I might not be doing any more. I feel like I'm letting you down, though. I apologize. I thought it'd be interesting. I think it is interesting. I really think it would do anybody good to be able to control different parts of their body with oils. That's awesome. And I'm not going to give up, but I am going to find someone that can help me. That way, when I get through, and I'll be able to help somebody else do the same thing. Well, this might not have been a very good video, vlog, whatever you want to call it. I tried, and I don't know whether I should post it, but I'm going to post it anyhow, and we'll see what tomorrow brings. So, I guess I'll talk to you later. I hope you have a wonderful day. Ta-ta.